Hi there, we are back there with more of the Massicism explanations and that about the spiritual and the religion path of Massicism. It's faith and what faith is about, its doctrine and a bit of his stories and such. As I said in the previous video, we will be looking at why humanity is becoming a threat to the Archon theory and such. The first point of this will be the reason of us being able to actually potentially and successfully actually find other intelligent life within the galaxy and within the universe and that but that will take quite a bit of time and such stuff. But to the Archon's plans and such and that to them it feels short. To us it feels like nearly like an eternity, and it can feel truly impossible and such. With this point though, Massicism doesn't really know when or how it will occur, but they we have some quick predictions in that and such that may or may not come true, and that we don't usually focus on these because these are just like technically what if scenarios and such, but we have them there to explore the differences and variety of different types of life and different types of ways and balances and struggles and situations and that. It will technically happen when we are able to pull all of our resources together, and when we are able to unite and learn on how to use this planet that we have to its full given potential with geoengineering and genetics and medical care and such and that where technology that literally can assist us with basically everything in that, and where we actually blend our daily lives with it may seem like it is like that now, but it's technically it is imperfect where people will say that they can't do anything without technology and that when this thing happens it's when people don't realize that they don't technically actually need technology, that they can do lots of stuff without technology and that they are capable of doing it, and this must happen globally and that where they don't replace the biological parts of nature and such that with technology they commune the two together and such and blend it in such a way that it helps the planet, not by destroying it but by helping it grow and heal and such and that when that happens that's when the potential for us to actually do a full-on space exploring thing that will happen and such, because then we will have a full understanding of the technology that we can develop in genetics, medical, geoengineering, clean power, and understanding our own bodies and minds, and that where the world is united in such though, and that where common struggles are technically a total thing of the past, and that where everyone though will technically have a home, where everyone though will technically have something to do, and that though we're not worrying about if the resources though, and that though will get depleted eventually though, and that though, and such, and you know, all these major global problems will be a thing of the past though, because we came together and we united, and now we have evolved to that stage though where we can actually though start thinking about actually leaving the planet and exploring that and that, because we have dealt with the issues here and that, we have completely, you know, healed it, and it's now stable, and that for some of us to go and find other planets that where we can explore and colonize them, and that will be in the far, you know, distant future, and that because that will take while, and there's a lot of things that need to happen first for that to actually fully occur, and that. But that point being is because that is the point of us being a threat. So once we do that, once we actually can find actual life and that means though that there is a way to cross that gap that the Archons are developing, and that the endless nothingness though that's in between though, that struggle, that main issue done that. So once we are able to find a solution across that decision and that issue, we will actually be able to actually even show other races that are maybe even not even able to do that, or don't know about that certain method that we've developed. And that's when the species though can start collaborating, and then the planets that will bear will now bear new life in that. And that's what makes the Archons lose their control, lose their purpose, and ultimately lose their power over the third dimension and such. So once that happens, the Demiurge has no influence over us in that and its plan will fall and collapse in that. This will spin into the other theory that Massicism has, which will be the coexistence theory. That this is just like a little thought project that we Inquisitors came up with to explain what might happen if we encounter certain races, and that if by that time we're still around, and that and Massicism probably has evolved into, you know, something intergalactical or something like that, where we are helping people to explore and act and such. The theory holds though that if we do find alien life, not all of them though will be technologically advanced, meaning though that they won't just rely on technology and that. There will be some that will be full on genetically advanced, and that, like the genetics, the DNA, and everything about them is more superior to our race, and that even though that we probably might even have the same level of technology in that, but their genetics is more complex and more advanced than us. Where there will be probably more culturally advanced races than that, where there will be, you know, their culture, their society that is so utopian-like that we can't even comprehend, and that they have conflict or not and such. highly cognitive races done that with linguistics, and you know they are able though to communicate though with so many other species and all that, though, that it's mind-boggling to us, and that uh, biologically advanced, though, that yeah, geologically advanced, though, where they're so in tune with their own home world, that makes us look like idiots though for taking so long though to actually do it, and that. And of course, though, we explore the theme of military and politically advanced races, and also races that can be more organically advanced though than us, though, like they actually have magic on their world, but their magic and their spiritualism, their religion, and that is far ahead of ours, and that though, and such. So we revel in that type of thing, down that though, as just a little bit of a thought experiment, down that though, to try and explain down that though how uh, how we will coexist down that though, because even if we do happen as a massist down that, if I happen to find that alien life is real, our religion, our faith doesn't technically need to change because of that and such, because we are expecting that there could be life out there, but it's just blocked by the same problem that we are facing, which is distance and a growing vast void that's stopping us from reaching each other and such. But that will be a little bit enough though on the alien talk and that though. Don't wanna because this is just like a slight thought experiment on that due to the fact though that everyone majority of the time that we see that people usually talk about aliens and different life forms and whatnot, and that does. So we actually thought of adding it into the doctrine and such, and that to help explain that even if we do find existing other life, our religion doesn't technically need to change on that. Probably our way of life and way of doing things might, but you don't technically need to lose your faith just because you find ET and that or Crystal. If you play the game, you'll get that reference. But yeah, we thought it would be appropriate to add it into that, so that there is that logistics talk about it though, or even though you can even go as far as say that it's more philosophical on that. But yeah, that will be enough though on the alien talk and that though. That will the coexistence theory and the Archon theory that is slightly touched on that though, because we're not really fully 100% sure on how solid it is done as a theory done it's more like we'll give it around about 30 to 35% the solid done that. We're not really sure done that, and it's okay not to be really sure about something done that then you can like truly question it and that and such, as the saying that will go, faith can usually be made stronger if there's doubt on it on that though, so that you can like try and question it and that and find new ways and new understandings of it though in in your own personal way, and that's what Massicism wants done, that for people to actually understand it fully and truly within themselves. I'll leave the video off there. The next video will be the basic structure of the doctrine, that this is where we get more into the spiritual and magical side of the whole thing, and that until next time, stay safe, and I will see you within the next video.